In a few minutes time, we're actually going to be seeing the results that before we're going to be added for the Cookie Run characters included for this comic. And we got a multiple of crossovers like itself as we're going to be seeing the results. Here's how we just looked at we show. And that we got some sort of automobiles that we added, and especially for many of those things, the characters from Cartoon Network and Adult Swim. So let's start with the school, like Japanese school, and right behind the Dodge Grand Caravan, there is Skips over here, and that must be sides for the Buick LaCrosse. And right, it's absolutely for, this is not gonna be for pre-dealership, and there is some sort of for one classic car, such as the Mercedes-Benz SL300. I mean, this is the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL on stage, and that must be Professor Utonium from over here for right beside of him as well. That does not really for some sort of a 1950s car show, but it's actually pretty show to do this, but how to get away with this one, that this car could outrun the police or the outrun the police as well. That I really think that it was gonna be a little bit itself real, but something legal like these things is gonna be going on as well. So that something is absolutely gonna be converted to some sort of a Vision Gran Turismo like itself. And let's move on to the next page as well. We still didn't have any characters for to do this yet. There's nothing added for many more characters yet as well. And especially from those young age, like those child guys as well. We had the Blossom and one thing from the Robot Boy. Abandoning the Mercury Montego isn't a one option, that there must be from this guy as well, and another one person from the Family Guy. And the War from overall, there must be for one main character from the kids, like those things as well, for the code name Kids Next Door. And there's one Black Rider onto the trunk of the Dodge. I'm some sort of for some sort of a Ram 3500 Cummins, and somebody is running away. More like Peter Griffin is being running away by some sort of soldiers, including like a Tankman's being chased by a lot of Tankmans as well. And finally, we got the scene over here for the city lights that we got for a Nissan R34 Skyline. We got two characters from the Boondocks and one person from the Futurama. And that is all for to do this, but I'm not gonna be guessing around here as well. And the first thing we need to add something as well is I'm gonna be add something like literally from one thing, of course. Even for it's not, I'm by the way, that is not going to do like anyways as well. So we're gonna be added Cherry Blossom as well, and it's with her. Like anything is probably we're very not sure as well. She has her umbrella, but I cannot believe that isn't going to be just like it's one probably thing as well. So, isn't that going to be for one thing, of course? So, it's not gonna be one reason that we put it around for Cherry Blossom Cookie. It's gonna be from over here, right next to her. And there is a small purse or a bag. And what about for many other kinds of characters? Like we put around for Popcorn Cookie and Onion Cookie. So, even for that, she may bring drinks around here. And nothing especially it was going for yet. Like one thing. But I cannot believe it that I just recently never be able to be saw. And I'm going to be added for some sort of a little children, of course. And where are those kids? Where are those kids like these? And it's gonna be taped up for around here. And we got Maple Taffy. So, we got for some sort of a kids as well, like these things from. I really think this is actually for one thing. We cover up from her drink, so it's not going to be such as one thing. And even you mean this, it's actually for one suggestion. So, I recently never believed it that isn't going to be just like, well, as the closest thing that we just probably having for a little bit for such as time, and having a little bit more of those things. But there is not enough space for everything as well. So we just eventually added cherry blossom, a popcorn, and a starfruit's daughter. So I don't really think that is absolutely for some sort of a daughter as well. So this is not as actually kind of mother-like anything as well. And now that was actually for a rule court of justice. I mean this. I mean, it's not going to get a little bit for really faster. But I just meant that we just going to get a little bit less as well. So we won't really think that Cotton Candy Cookie was pretty in trouble right now. More like, anyways, we added for such as for one thing as well. Even though that I couldn't able to catch some things as whatever, there's not enough space within of all over to do this as well. So she brought one of those sandwiches being delivered and from some sort of a thing as well. So we brought a sandwich cookie over here, and there must be a lot more, especially that we're gonna be doing this for a little bit of time. And once we put around for multiple of cookies, we just absolutely having for a little bit of lot and the final touches, and we seen for the final results. Like we have shown the results that we added cream puff, and probably for many more of those things such as this and chestnut cookie. So I'm probably sure we still didn't remember for that name since for many videos ago, or something should like we say for Salba cookie. I'm not sure. This is not going to be that much as I'm saying this, and it was not going to be for one thing, and I didn't say for anything because I completely lost my mind for too much, and I haven't to getting a little bit for all of its one name, of course. So I recently that we're gonna be end of this video right now, and I definitely didn't can around for around of here for as well. So looks like I'm losing smartness anytime soon for anything as well. I will be so dumb at saying for too many words as I can that unfortunately I'll be no longer smart anymore because I won't be able to be saying for this thing as well. And that is all the quirks and features about the Friday Night Funkin, including for some sort of mods. Because even we're going to be doing this later on, until we're going to be doing this once again next time as well. So the next time when I'm going to be coming back to Friday Night Funkin for some more of this for the full review for about this, and I'm not gonna be sure that I won't be able to be continue for about of these things as well. So we're gonna be checking up all of the drafts as well. We made it for this one, and we got load another second row about those things as well. So we got for a couple of those things a black raisin person around here, and the next one there's one gangster over here, and some sort of a that he yells that he's going to get you, that we eventually added Five Nights at Freddy's characters into this thing as well, that the withered bunny is going after him, including him. And there is another gangster person. There's an unknown new cookie as well, for some sort of unknown reasons, from the last 2 years. It was probably from 2 years ago that recently that I just already saw this from time ago as well. We got multiple of tactic units and American soldiers, like those cells as well. And more of them, such as there must be a Chevy Tahoe. I mean, it's not a Suburban like it is. There must be a Chevrolet Tahoe being patrolled as well, as they were looking for another fugitive as well. So let's just get a little bit big as well, even for its one itself. We got Terrorizer, Captain Caviar, and a average civilian Black Raisin. Onto the towns of those strings, I cannot believe it that doesn't gonna be making any scenes as well. So that we added peppercorn cookie, we got peppercorn cookie, skateboard cookie, and popping candy cookie. Besides that, there is Freddy Overhaul that they say hi to any bad citizens like itself, not a bad citizens like those things. They were truly like gangsters, like a lot of them. They're a blacklist in China. And finally, we are stuck to this room beyond itself, like the monstrous nightmare is going to sabotage for their memories? Nope. They are going to be getting killed from those who are there are. And especially that white lily cookie and onion cookie were very alone as they try to hug itself for pretty itself to do this by going to get a little bit for pretty safe on to do so. Unfortunately, that wasn't pretty safe because before that nightmare is going to attack them as well. So that is probably all from them as well. So don't forget that the comic studio is linked in the description for the Friday Night Funkin. But unfortunately, that you're gonna be at 18 years old, that you'll be viewing of this comic studio, that you'll be whining. I mean, warning about you for this underage, I guess, because that never told you. So don't ever watch this video for a little bit ever again. Absolutely, that must be thanks for watching like it is. And the main website is also linked in the description for all ages as well. So this is gonna be Tebo. Concept is signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads all later, and especially for comic users or the comic studio users all later. And we're probably sure that hopefully that doesn't going to be making for a little bit for one thing. That's 2 videos. That the last video that I just completely overshot, like for 20 minutes.